guys, so I just got back home. I was in the library all this while preparing for a quiz and then I finished it as well. The two courses that I have right now, basically the first two assignments were quizzes, and I've come to the conclusion that I actually hate quizzes more than assignments. I love writing reports and essays for some reason. I don't know why, but I absolutely hate quizzes. And I can remember from my 12th grade, like I used to be so bad at MCQs. I don't know why. I think my best MCQ record was my NEET exam, and I still don't understand how, because to be honest, I was under a lot of pressure and not at pressure at the same. Anyways, I'm done with the quiz part of both the courses. I wouldn't say it was very hard. I think it was medium. It was simple, but there was quite some thinking to do. But anyway, we are done with the first set of assignments. So I'm going to officially start the book reading vlog from over here. Basically today we're just going to be cozy at home and reading the book. The book that I'm reading right now is by Emily Henry, Big Beautiful Life. The Big Great Beautiful Life. Anyways, I'm reading that in my Kindle right now and I'm 45% done with the book. So that is what I want to finish today. The next two books that I have in line is going to be The Four Seasons in Japan, the book that I got from the library earlier today. And the next thing that I'm going to be reading is Pacific Heights. This book, I started it, I think 2 weeks ago, and I think I completed about 6 chapters. The issue with this book is that it's in Australian English, which for some reason is kind of hard to read more than when they speak. I'm kind of like, okay with understanding when Australians speak. The writing is kind of complicated, not the usual easy kind of read. So that is the reason why I was not able to go further with that book. But these are the 3 books that I'm planning to try to at least start, or at least 2 books. Tomorrow morning, I am planning to head off to a library or a coffee shop and complete the book and start the next book. I only read in the morning because in the afternoon I have some uni-related work, an event that I have to be a part of. But again, Saturday I'm free, and then Saturday evening we have River Fire over here, which I'll be adding clips because it's very, very interesting and it's a very fun, colorful event here in Brisbane. It's like a trademark Brisbane event. Then on Sunday again, I'm pretty free, so see how much I get done. So now I'm gonna quickly go take a shower and eat my dinner and then get started with the reading.
I think you need to read this book. This is for sure becoming one of my favorite books of the year, and I don't want to be crazy. I don't want to say any crazy things.
Hi guys, I woke up a little later than what I had expected, and that was solely because I think the badminton and the cycling that I did for the last 2 days made me really tired, that I didn't realize during the day because I was just super active. But when I was resting, my entire body just went into that complete rest mode, and then I couldn't get up from bed. Top it all off, I had a very bad nightmare, so I was just like, you know what, it's fine. But I still woke up at 9. So there is this bridge in South Bank that has now been like filled up with some art and like some, what do you call that, inflatable balloons, because BrisFest is happening for the next 2 weeks. It's a huge thing here in Brisbane. That is why River Fire is also taking place, and there's also a lot of art and culture related activities that are going to be taking place. So I thought after my reading session, if I'm a little bored, I can just go walk and check that out as well. But now I'm going to complete my makeup, blow dry my hair, and then we can get going. Hi guys, so I was rotting in bed the entire morning because I've been having quite a bit of cramps, so I just thought today was going to be a bed rot day. And while I was getting down from the bed, the straw in my sipper bottle, like there's a metal straw, and I kind of landed my feet right on the straw, so I have got quite a bit of an injury here, but the blood was not oozing, so I don't really know how this exactly is because I did not open the flap of the skin because I just felt like if I open that, then the higher chances of the wound being infected. So now it's just covered by that layer of skin. Yeah, so I'm not able to place my feet completely on the floor for obvious reasons, and even with my slippers it still pretty much hurts. I have to go to the river fire maybe in 2 hours, but I'm not so sure because my leg still hurts and I'll have to walk for quite a bit to reach the place. I don't really know what decision to make. I really badly want to go, but I also don't know if it's worth the risk. Anyways, so meanwhile I was reading Emily Henry's book, and I've been trying to read it in one sitting, except I just get distracted very quickly, and that's pretty much because of the plot. Even though the plot is quite interesting than the rest of the rom-coms I've read so far, I still feel like since it's a rom-com, and I don't know, my brain can't just be focused on rom-com for I don't know, for whatever reason. But then another friend also told me that it's kind of common to feel that, and thrillers and like fantasy fiction, that kind of genre is what keeps you hooked, and like romance reads are like just for the vibe. But anyway, I was going through TikTok I think yesterday, and then I was going through some thriller suggestions, and another Frida's book that was suggested was Ward D. So I thought this might be an interesting read to get me back on track so that I can finish the Emily Henry's book, because right now I'm doing a reading vlog but I'm not able to get anything done. So mostly this is going to be like a getting out of a slump kind of a reading vlog, I guess. I'm planning to start this and let's see how much I get done in an hour, and then based on how I feel at 4 o'clock, I'm going to take a call if I can actually walk and go, or if I'm just going to take this as a sign and sit at home. But yeah, I also got my ice cream and chocolate chip ready, so I'm gonna eat and then I'm going to start reading the book. Hi guys, so I basically did not get any reading done because after the last clip I was talking to my parents last 2 hours. So I just got done with the call, and then I also decided not to go for the river fire because yeah, my leg is hurting and I kind of don't want to like walk and like worsen it because I'm scared that it might get infected. So I'm just like not using the feet, I'm just like hopping around the room. So that's that. And yeah, so basically the jet show has started and I can actually view it from my room over here, which is pretty cool. Like only when it takes one turn I can see it, not the entire view. So it's pretty cool. So I'm just like having a look over here, but I'm gonna make a quick snack, a coffee, and then I'm just going to sit and now continue reading. So let's get started. Hi guys, it's been a couple of more hours since I last spoke to you guys. I was not able to continuously read because I was doing some other thing. Anyways, now I am in the 9th chapter. I have been continuously reading for the last 30 minutes or so, and yes, definitely it was a good choice to switch to this book because it's quite gripping. So as of now, the story that's going is about Ward D, typically because the book name is Ward D, and Ward D is a psychiatric ward where our main character Amy is a medical student, and she's in her 3rd year, and she's been posted in this particular ward this night. So this ward D is apparently like a very crazy ward, and she has a backstory to it as well as to why, because she's come here several years ago. So I think one chapter in they actually tell you that, and then the story goes from present day to 8 years earlier, trying to like switch between what happened before and why she had to visit this ward, which hasn't come to that part yet. But it's kind of going to and fro, and I absolutely love plots that go to and fro because it's like very gripping and you're just almost confused with the timeline all the time, and then suddenly it all merges together. So yeah, I'm super glad that I started this book, and I am thinking that if I can try and finish like maybe the entire book. Let's see, it's 8:35 as of now. So let's see if I'm continuously reading for the next hour or two, if I can complete this book. Hi guys, so I had a completely different plan for this morning, but then I ended up absolutely not following that plan, which is in a way fine because today was one of those days where I didn't want to get up from bed. It was kind of continuing from yesterday. I basically wanted to go to the Brisbane library today and get more reading done, but then that didn't happen. So I woke up only at 10 and then I had so many dishes to wash and other room related chores that I had to complete, and then finally it's 12:40 and now is when I'm having my coffee. Anyways, I quickly wanted to come and tell you guys that I finished reading Ward D yesterday, and oh my god, I loved it. I loved it so much. So basically, I think I've completed it in like 3 hours. I started at 8:15ish, and then I completed before 12. So that is crazy. Like I had breaks in between and stuff, but that's crazy. I was trying to use the stopwatch, the focus one. It was constantly pausing whenever my screen went like to the screensaver mode. Anyways, I'm not so sure. So I can't really rely on what exactly the focus told me, because it was only like 1.5 hours that the focus had told me, but when I was checking it was 3 hours. Anyway, this book was crazy good. I'm so glad I started with this because I don't know, it felt really nice. So like I said, the story was going back and forth and then it came to a middle point. The entire story is happening in one night. There's so much of like mental illness that's been spoken about, so many new things that I could learn from this book, and I was trying to kind of guess like on purpose, but it still kept getting like crazy plot twists. And even in the last page, so all of Frida's epilogues do have a twist as well, like majority of the times, at least a last line that will make you go like, oh my god. So anyways, this book was definitely one of that, and I'm going to give it 5 stars because I really enjoy reading this book. So this is the book that I got from the library like 2 days ago, and I don't know if I'm in the mood to read this book right now, but maybe I'll give this a try. Like I'll read and see and I'll give this a try. This book is about 326 pages, but I have to edit a vlog as well, so I think I'll be doing that for some time and then I'll get to reading the next book. I'll update you guys in some time. When I started to film this vlog, I wanted this to be like a cozy reading vlog, but honestly this is the most realistic reading vlog ever, because this is basically typically how my everyday life is. This semester is no joke, honestly. As much as I'm enjoying not having that many assignments and like that many courses, there's also some work or the other that I'm constantly doing. And today I took work from home because my leg was injured and then I can't keep walking because I'm like limping and hopping here and there, and so I ended up taking work from home. And I also ended up thinking that it was going to be way easier, but nope, not at all. Like I haven't been able to catch a break. I've been like non-stop working since 8:30, and the moment I wrapped up at 4:30, now I also had my APS work that I had to sort out, and the APS work was constantly going on throughout the day. My official last event that I'll be doing Thursday, bit of like organization that I had to do, so I was doing that the entire day simultaneously while doing placement work. So it's become too much for me right now. Anyways, we kind of like started reading the book, probably like maybe 10-15 pages in. That is, yeah, I think I'm like 15 pages in, but I am going to now take a shower because it's much needed for me, and then I'm going to peacefully read my book for the rest of the day because I'm kind of done with the assignment work, done with APS work, and also done with my placement work for today. So the rest of the day I'm just going to rest, apart from the time I'm going to cook. So